Yes.
Sir, go on, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay. So yesterday, yesterday uh, we introduced the Python. Mm, okay. Who invented Python? Python was invented by Gudio van Rossum. Gudio van Rossum. Now presently is a young person only. He is working in Google. He is alive only. He is the young person. Uh, According to English, somebody say discovered, somebody say something. So whatever you feel right, you can admit that. So who invented? Who was the person behind the Python language was invented? Means Gudio van Rossum. Rossum is the person, and we just discussed. We just introduced to Python programming language yesterday. We wrote some simple programs like Hello World, and simple in the simple manner. Just I briefly introduced a little Python yesterday. So input and output statements we discussed, and we discussed about the numeric types that are present in the Python. Just a brief overview I have taken yesterday. Uh, So I discussed just what is a integer, what is floating point, uh, and what is a complex number, how the complex numbers we will add. So like that simple problems I discussed. Now today, uh, so the numeric types are int, float, complex. Complex means complex numbers, a plus bj form, a plus bj. Generally in mathematics, it will be in the form of a plus ib, but in the Python language, we will use a plus uh, bj form. Okay, is it clear? So a plus bj form. So now if I take this complex number c is equal to a plus, sorry, 3 plus 4j b is equal to 5 plus 5j. Now print c plus d. So it like this. This is a simple program to add two complex numbers, c plus d. If you directly add and if you print that, that will be the complex number. So that is the sum of the two complex numbers. Like that, you will get the output. Okay, is that clear, dear students? Are you okay? Is it okay? Now, can you see my screen properly? Respond through chat box. Can you see my screen properly? Dear students. Okay. It's fine. Now, now let us go with the sequences in Python. Yesterday, there are different sequences that are present in the Python language. So, the first one is list. Yesterday, I explained you the list data type, list sequence. So first one, it is list is similar to array, similar to arrays. So just like list one something. So you can start brackets like this. You can store heterogeneous or heterogeneous elements or homogeneous elements like this, or you can put heterogeneous data type elements like this. Gopal 10 and one floating point like this you can put. So this is the list data type. So elements of the list will take out with the index. The index. So in the list we can put duplicate values also. Duplicates are allowed inside the list. Please make a note. Duplicates are allowed inside the list. Duplicates are allowed. Okay? Is it clear? Duplicates are allowed. List is an ordered collection of elements because you can extract the elements of the list using its index. That is allowed, acceptable in the list. So if you click on this, and next you are getting some error. Okay? What is the problem? So the problem is here we did not put comma properly. Okay. Now if I run this again, so now it is okay. So here this is the list data type. So list sequence. One of the sequences that first one is listed. So this is the list will be like that, and you can add. So there are different functions of the list. I will explain you one by one. So if a list is there, one, okay, some element you have, if you want to add a new element to it, list one dot append. Append function you can add like this, 45 something, or anything you can add. Now print list one. Twelve 45. Okay. And is it clear? Okay. Now next function, finding the size. What is the size of the list? Using length function. Print next len len. Give you list one will be displaying the length of the list. What is the length of the list? 2. Because how many number of elements are there? 2 elements are there. 12 and 45. 2 elements are there. In the list you see 12 and 45. 2 elements are there. So length of the list is 2. Okay, is it clear? Next function is delete function. So
సార్ పిల్లలు రిక్వెస్ట్ పెడుతుంటే కొద్దిగా వాళ్ళు అడ్మిట్ చేయాలి కొద్దిగా.
ఓకే ఓకే.
స్టూడెంట్స్ సార్ వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారంట, రిక్వెస్ట్ అడ్మిట్ చేయండి కొద్దిగా.
ఇక్కడ అడ్మిట్ వస్తుంది.
నీకు 2 విండోలు ఉంది, నీకు వేరే విండోలు చూడు. నీకు స్క్రీన్ షేర్ కాకుండా ఇంకో విండో ఉంది. పిల్లలు రిక్వెస్ట్ పెట్టి అక్కడ వెయిటింగ్లో ఉన్నారంట పాపం.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. Okay, we will. It is not showing any admit here. Admit in display. ఒకటే విండో ఉంది.
హలో, కనిపించట్లేదు సార్.
రిక్వెస్ట్ కనిపించట్లేదు కదా.
పిల్లలు వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారండి, చూడు ఒకసారి పైన అడ్మిట్ అని వస్తుంది చూడండి మీకు.
అడ్మిట్ ఇక్కడ స్క్రీన్ మీదనే వస్తుంది కదా, రావట్లేదు.
స్క్రీన్ మీదనే వస్తుంది,
రావట్లేదు. మరొకసారి ట్రై చేయమని వాళ్ళకు, మరొకసారి అడ్మిట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ పెట్టమని.
సరే.
సరే, just let us continue. So now let us see that this is the length of the list. Okay, it will be like this. Next thing is next function. Append is over. Next length is over. Next function is insert function. Sorry. This one dot insert. Next one, insert 23,0. Let us see, and now print the list. Print list one. Just one second. Actually, this would be reverse. So we have to give the position, then have to give the value.
సార్ వాళ్ళు వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారంట సార్, ఒకసారి చూడండి.
మరి
ఏం వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారని చెప్తున్నారు. ఒకసారి మీరు
ఇక్కడ ఏ మరి ఇక్కడ లేదు, ఇక్కడ ఉంది. ఏం మీటింగ్ క్లిక్ చేశారు?
ఏం
ఇక్కడ ఏముంది? ఇక్కడ ఇదే కదా.
చాలా మంది వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారంట సార్ బయట.
మరి ఎక్కడది ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తలేదు.
అవునా?
స్టాప్ ప్రెజెంటింగ్ అన్నా మరి స్టాప్ చేస్తే కనిపిస్తుంది.
చూడు ఒకసారి.
ఎక్కడ కనిపిస్తలేదు కదా. ఎవరు ఎక్కడ ప్రజెంట్ ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళు? ఇక్కడ ఏం అడ్మిట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ లేదు, ఏం లేదు. వాళ్ళు ఎవరో ఏదో అంటున్నారు అంతే. అడ్మిట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ వస్తే ఆటోమేటిక్గా
వస్తుంది సార్, రావాలి.
మరి ఇదే కదా మీటింగ్. ఓకే, let's continue the class. Okay. So this is the insert command. First you have to give the position, next value. First please make a note. Whichever position you want to insert a particular element, at that position you can insert. First you have to give the position value. Next you have to give the actual element to insert. So if you give 0th position, it will store the value at the 0th location. So 23 I want to store in the 0th location. So now 23 came into first. Like that, we can store a particular place using insert command. Append command, just it will add at the end. So this is the actually this is the command to remove the last element from the list. Pop and remove the last element from the list, and it will return the element so that we can store it in X and we are printing it. So if you try to print the list again, the last element gets removed. It's the pop function. So you see, you cannot find the last element. Last element got removed from the list. So like that, we can remove the list. We can remove the element from the list, like using the pop function. Next, one more. If you want to remove, one more option is there. List one. But, remove. There is a one function called remove. So you can remove the known element value. If you want to remove 12.
The scorecard that is at the bottom or at the top or the advertisement that come at the end, those are of the it's just that simple. Now, how can we use that in our classroom? Well, first thing you have certain requirements. You need a consistent connection to the internet. Alternatively, on device predominantly, especially if you want to share it with others, you need a mobile device, any mobile phone connection. You need any augmented reality application. There are a lot of applications available. Especially tailor-made for education, there are some applications available.
హలో నాగేశ్వరరావు సార్ మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి మీది. హలో నాగేశ్వరరావు సార్ మీది మ్యూట్ చేయండి. Now if you try to remove, it will be removed. I want to remove 12. Let us see whether it will be removed or not. So 12 I removed. So only 23 left. First we removed with pop. Next removed with direct remove function. Next, one more function. And sorry, delete, delete, delete list of 0. Try to print it. Print list 1. So it will be it will display the empty list. It will display the empty list because all the list, only one element that is left here will be removed. So only what is left, it is completely blank. It is completely blank. It is completely blank. So like that, with the delete we can remove, with the remove function we can remove, and with pop function also we can remove. But pop function will it will remove the last element. Remove will particular element whichever you want that will be removed. Delete function will remove particular element with index value. So like that, different options of removing and inserting. And deleting and appending and all that you learned on the list, and finding the length of the list also you learned. These are the various functions associated with the list sequence. Okay, so one sequence. Next type is tuple. Okay, now let us learn the tuple. You can start. Tuple starts with this kind of phrases. So 10, 20, 30, like that tuple will be. And in the tuple you can put some strings. Some fractional parts also. So like that, tuple can contain heterogeneous elements. Only the problem with the tuple is it's constant. Once you have created the tuple, you cannot modify it. It is immutable. List is mutable, but tuple is immutable. Immutable means which we cannot modify. Which we cannot modify. Tuple we cannot modify. So like that. And if you want to, for example, if you want to assign any value to it, so it is saying that it does not support assignment. So it will raise a error. That's why. So that is the problem. If you want to just simply print, it will print without any objection. You cannot remove the elements from the tuple. You cannot add extra elements to the tuple. You cannot modify the elements inside the tuple, but you can find the length of the tuple. You can access the elements inside the tuple. If you want a particular element, if you want to access, you can access. That is only possible. It is like constant list. You cannot modify anything inside the tuple. But if you want to delete the entire tuple at once, you can delete. Tuple. So entire tuple gets deleted. Okay. So that is also, that's one possible. So but you cannot modify a tuple once it took its life. That is the tuple data type. It is a ordered collection of elements. Means you can extract the elements with index. That is possible. And duplicates are allowed. List duplicates you can keep. Tuple duplicates you can have. 10 100 times you can put inside a tuple. Like a list also 10 10 10 10 100 times you can put. Duplicates are allowed. Duplicate values are allowed inside the tuple, inside the list also. Duplicate values are allowed. Please make a note of it. Tuple, duplicate values are allowed. Kindly understand. This is the next sequence of the uh, Python. Okay. So next third one. Next one is the set. Set. Next data type is set. So if you want to type any comment, you can use hash. So set, how we will create set using curly braces. Curly braces 10, 20, 44, so far. All that you can keep. Only the thing is duplicates are not allowed inside the list. Inside the set. Duplicates are not allowed, and it is not ordered collection. So if you try to extract S1 of 0, it will raise an error. So you cannot extract the elements using index value. That is the problem. Only duplicates. Duplicates, you cannot put duplicate values inside a set. That is also there. Duplicate values, you cannot put any like that. You cannot put duplicate values. You cannot put you cannot take out elements with index value. Duplicates are strictly not allowed inside the set. So if you try to put duplicate values inside the set, it will take only one value throughout the remaining. Okay, so like that it will treat. Okay, is it clear? So like that duplicate values are not allowed inside the set. Okay, so you cannot extract the elements using index because it is an unordered collection. It is a unordered collection. Okay, that is the data type set. Next one is dictionary. Dictionary contains key value pairs. Dictionary contains key value pairs. So 100 colon comma 200 colon copy comma 300 colon Ramesh, like that. And put key value pairs inside a dictionary. So dictionary contains key value pairs. Okay, is it clear? Dictionary contains key value pairs.
సార్ వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారంట సార్ స్టూడెంట్స్, చూడండి ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ.
ఇక్కడ వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు.
పిల్లలు మెసేజ్ మన గ్రూప్ లో మెసేజ్ దీంట్లో చాట్ చేస్తున్నారు పిల్లలు, ప్లీజ్ ఎలో సార్, ప్లీజ్ ఎలో సార్ అని.
మరి ఇక్కడ ఏం కనిపిస్తలేదు, ఏం కర్మన?
ఏమో, ఆల్రెడీ ఇంతకుముందు 4 వచ్చారు, మళ్ళీ 33 ఉంటే 37 అయింది.
మరి ఆటోమేటిక్ అదే అలో చేస్తుంది కదా మరి.
అదే చూడు ఒకసారి అంటున్నా, ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి. పిల్లలు ఒకటే మెసేజ్ పెడుతున్నారు.
ఆటోమేటిక్
అదే ఆటోమేటిక్ జాయిన్ అవుతుంది అదే.
ఓకే, మరి ఇందులో అయితే ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు. మరి ఇక్కడ ఏమైతే ఎవరు కనిపిస్తలేదు, కనిపించిన వాళ్ళందరినీ ఐఎమ్ రెడీ టు అడ్మిట్, బట్ హియర్ నో బడీ షోయింగ్ మీ అడ్మిట్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్, ఐ డోంట్ నో. మెసేజ్ పెట్టినా ఒకటే కదా మరి, బాగానే ఉంది. ఎవరు లేరు, అంతా మాయనే.
సార్ మీరు కంటిన్యూ చేయండి, నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఉంటుంది తర్వాత చూద్దాం, మళ్ళీ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుంది కదా నెక్స్ట్ టైం రెక్టిఫై చేసుకుందాం.
ఓకే ఓకే సరే, ఇది డిక్షనరీ ఇలా ఉంటుంది. సో కీ వాల్యూ పేర్స్ ఉంటాయి. కీస్ కెనాట్ బి డూప్లికేట్, వాల్యూస్ డూప్లికేట్ ఉండొచ్చు, కీస్ కెనాట్ బి డూప్లికేట్స్. సో కీస్ డూప్లికేట్ ఉండొచ్చు, వాల్యూస్ మాత్రం డూప్లికేట్ ఉండొచ్చు. సో అది ఒక విషయం. సో ఇక్కడ చూద్దాం 400. Sorry, we have to say 100. Like that. So it will print like that. 100 and next 400 also. So it will print it like that. So like that you can give the key value as index, and it will print the related value. Key value pairs. Like that it will be in the dictionary. Huh? And you can modify particular. You can change the related values of particular keys. So that is possible. You can add more elements to dictionary. You can edit the values inside the dictionary. That is also possible inside the dictionary. It is mutable. It can be, you can modify this set, you can modify list, you can modify. Only tuple is immutable. Okay, please all of you make a note of it. So list, tuple, set, dictionary, these are the basic sequences inside the Python. List, tuple, set, dictionary. Okay, these are the basic sequences in Python. Please make a note of it. Next. There is one more data type. It is there, in Python. In Python, that is bytes. bytes data type. What it will do means, so whatever, um, if the value range is below 255, 0 to 255, huh? The value range is 0 to 255, and if you want to store this small range of values inside a list, huh? You can use bytes data type. So you can create bytes data type using bytes function. So first you have to create a list, then you have to put that list inside this bytes function, then you can create the bytes data type like this bytes. So what is the advantage of this means, whenever memory is very restricted, each value takes only 1 byte of memory. That is the specialty of this data type. So whenever it is urgent and at most necessary, then only you use. Otherwise, it is a headache for you. You cannot extend values beyond that particular range. That is the only. It is similar to list. It is similar to list. It is called bytes. Next, like that. So once bytes, you have created one bytes. Bytes type. You cannot modify the values. That is the only problem. It is immutable. If you try to modify it, it will show error. It will show error. You see, bytes object does not allow, does not support item assignment. You cannot modify inside the values inside the bytes. That is there. So this is one more data type, one more sequence that is present in the Python bytes. Next type is a bytes array. Bytes array. So bytes and bytes array both are similar. In the bytes array, you can modify values. It is immutable. Bytes is. Now you see. Now you see, if you would like to assign 23 to that particular x of 0, it is allowing, because it is a byte array. Byte array, it is, we can change, but byte we cannot change the values. You see, that modified to 23. Okay, like that. So this is the byte array. Make a note of it. Make a note of it. Bytes and byte array. Byte array. Here S is not there. Please make a note. S is not there. If you type S, that will generate an error. Byte array. That is bytes. Please remember properly. Otherwise, there is a very big problem for you. Okay. Huh? So next. That is next to data type is next to data type next Gopal. Now frozen set we are frozen set. Frozen. So frozen set. One more thing. One more type is frozen set. Frozen set means the set which we cannot modify. Normal set elements you can modify, but frozen set elements we cannot modify. Okay. Please, all of you make a note of another data type, that is frozen set. Frozen set means its values cannot be. It is a set. Its values cannot be modified. Huh? So frozen set, it is a fixed set of values. If you try to change it, try to delete anything, that will not allow. For example, I want to delete anything or add anything, that is not possible in the frozen set. Okay, but when you want to add in a normal set, you can add, but in the frozen set, you cannot x dot like that. huh? In the normal set, you can add, but in the frozen set, we cannot add new elements to it. Please make a note of it. huh? So that is frozen. Freeze lo petti freeze chestam kada. Frozen. It is like completely frozen set. So like that, it is a one type of data type. Another important data type in Python is none. None. None means nothing. So x is equal to none. If you say type of x, it will display none type. Okay. So none means nothing. It is like void in C language. It is like void in C language. This is also one data type in Python language. Is it clear? Is it clear? Next, so these are the basic types in Python. Okay. Yesterday we learned if statement. Yesterday we learned input and output. And let us take a small program. Let us learn about simple loop in Python. So program to generate. Program to generate numbers from 1 to 10. Program to generate numbers from 1 to 10. So let us see how this will go. So now let us take for x in range colon print x. So x will be like this. For loop will be like this. For loop for x in range. Range is one function which will generate the values from 0 to 10. Means not including 10. It is up to 10. Means 0 to 9 only it will generate. And you have to put colon here. Next you have to type the print command here. So it will print the values from 0. So first we have given a space here. Please remember a tab space, very important. Tab space, otherwise it will give an error. So in Python. So like that, if you give tab space, then it is okay. So it will print the values from 0 to 9. So it will be like this. So program to generate numbers from 1 to 10. So for x in the range 10, print x. So like that it will be. So it will be like that. So it will generate the values like this: 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. So this is the for loop. For loop will be like this in Python. For x in the range 10. So like that we have to create for loop. Range is a range function. Range function we can say, range data type we can say. So it will generate the values from 0 to 9 only, not to 10. 10 will be the upper limit. Up to 9 it will generate. It will stop up to 9 after 9. So you see 9 only generate. If you give a print statement like this, it will print the statement and go to new line, new fresh line. Again it will print in the fresh line. Like this you will get the output. So this is the small program to generate the numbers from 0 to 9 in a simple manner in Python. So this is the small program to generate the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, is it clear? Next, let us take another program. How to generate first 10 even numbers. Okay, let us see that. Okay. So I want to take first 10 even numbers. For that, what I will do, I will take y is equal to 2. I will take, and here I put y, and here I say y is equal to y plus 2. Y plus 2 is equal to y plus 2. So like that, if I do, will generate even numbers from 2 to 20. Like that. If you want to generate even numbers from 2 to 20, you can write program like this. So it will generate even numbers from 2 to 20. If I want to generate odd numbers, like u is equal to 1 here, it will generate odd numbers. Like that, odd numbers will be generated. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like that. There is one more method of writing the same program using here. Here in the range function, will give value in the starting value 2 and the step value 2. And also you can directly write this x. No need of y. You will generate the same output. This is like that also, you will get the output. This is one more program to generate the even numbers. Even numbers, to generate the even numbers from 2 to 20 using for loop. For x in the range 20, starting value 2, ending value 20, step value means each time difference must be 2. So 2 after 2, I am not getting 3, 4, like that. 4 after 5, I am leaving. 6, I am getting 8. To get like that, you have to give the step value 2. Is it clear to all? Please respond in the meet. Please respond in the chat box. Is it clear? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Next, this is the for loop. Next, in Python, there is one more loop called while loop. Okay. So while loop in Python is there. So while some condition x less than 10. Here you have to put colon. Next, here you print print x, like that. X is equal to 1. Now, x is equal to 1. Next, here we have to put x is equal to x plus 1, otherwise it will become infinite loop. Like that, it will print the values from 1 to 9. So this is the simple program using while loop to print numbers from 1 to 9. There is no do while loop in Python. Python launch do while loop. They removed this Python do while loop. They said Tata bye bye. There is no do while loop in Python. There is no increment or decrement operators in Python because there is a headache with increment, post increment, pre increment, post decrement, pre decrement. Like that, problems are there. That's why they did not taken any increment or decrement operators in Python. There is no increment or decrement operators. There is no do while loop. only two loops are there, that is for loop and while loop. They did not accepted do while loop. Is that clear to all? Is that clear? So do while loop is not there in Python. Make a note of it. Do while loop is not there. Increment operator is not there. Decrement operator is not there. If anybody asks anywhere, decrement operator means it is not there in Python. Increment operator not there. Plus plus minus minus, it is not at all there in the Python. Please, C language from C plus language, C plus plus background. Anybody is there? Please make a note. Like that C language, it is not there. So these are the things that happened. Okay, is it clear? Next, like that. Okay, is it clear to all? Like that it will be. Next, this is the for loop, this is while loop. Let us take a small program how to generate Fibonacci series in this particular, how to write a program called Fibonacci series. Fibonacci series will be like this: 0, 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 3, 4, 5. It will be like this series. If you want to generate, how to write the code for this. For that, we will take three variables f1. F1 is equal to some value minus 1 or something. F2 you take 1 and you take a for loop for I in range in the 10 or 20 you take colon you put f3 is equal to f1 plus f2. Next, print f3. Print f3. Print f3. And next, f1 is equal to f2. f2 is equal to f3. This is the loop. Simple simple thing. Now, if you run this, let us see whether it will generate Python, whether it will generate the particular. Okay, it generated proper Fibonacci series 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. Please, all of you write this program. Program for generating Fibonacci series in Python. So f1, f2, f3, three variables we are taking. We are constantly interchanging the values. It will generate the Fibonacci sequence like 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Because the basic rule in Fibonacci series, the number is equal to sum of its two previous numbers. Okay, like that 8, 13, like that sequence it will generate. Please, all of you write this program to generate Fibonacci series using for loop. Okay, all of you write. So f3 is equal to f1 plus f2. Sum of two previous numbers. I am changing the value of f1 to f2 and f2 to f3 constantly in the loop. Initially, I took the values for f1 minus 1, f2 plus 1. So like that I took, and this is the small program to generate Python sequence in, sorry, Fibonacci sequence in Python. Is it visible to all? Is it clear to all? This program is clear to all? Okay. Next, in the so Now all of you try to write the time number program in Python as a exercise for you for tomorrow. Try to generate time numbers using for loop, or any loop, while loop, or as per your wish. huh? So today you can put it as your homework. So I will give you that particular is all of your attendance. So I'm sending you Google form. So that you fill your attendance, all of you. You click on the Google form and fill the attendance, please.